You ever wonder why some men walk into a room and instantly own it? Not because they were loud, not because they're rich, but because they carry an invisible weight of wisdom that makes people pay attention? The truth is, they've mastered lessons that most of the world will never even see. Lessons so sharp, so unapologetic, that once you understand them, you'll never think the same way again. These are not the soft, watered-down cliches of motivational posters. These are ruthless Stoic lessons, carved out of fire and pain, meant to make you not just smart, but dangerously smart. Because once you see life through this lens, no one can manipulate you, no insult can break you, and no fear can control you. And it starts with this. People will betray you not always because they're evil, but because they're weak. Marcus Aurelius said, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." That's not cynicism, it's preparation. If you expect people to always be loyal or pure, you set yourself up to bleed. But if you prepare for weakness, their betrayal no longer surprises you and you respond with control, not chaos. Second, your emotions are not commands, they are suggestions. Anger, lust, envy, they scream for action, but the Stoic knows these are tests, not truths. Epictetus reminded his students, "You cannot control what happens, only how you respond." The man who can stand still in a storm of insults is a man you cannot break. Third, never waste time arguing with fools. Seneca said, "It is a great man who can treat his enemies with contempt." Contempt doesn't mean hate, it means silence. You don't win battles by rolling in the mud with pigs. You win by walking away untouched, your dignity sharper than their words. Fourth, the crowd will always mock what it doesn't understand. If you live by their applause, you'll die by their rejection. Stoics didn't chase validation, they chased truth. That's why Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote notes to himself, not to impress others, but to master his own soul. Because the wise man knows, the crowd is loud, but it is rarely right. Fifth, most suffering comes not from reality, but from imagination. The mind exaggerates danger, creates monsters in shadows, and chains you to fears that never arrive. A Stoic cuts through this with a blade of reason. "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality," Seneca said. The ruthless truth? Most of what you fear won't kill you, but the habit of fear will. Sixth, pain is not your enemy. It's your training ground. The Stoics deliberately practiced discomfort, cold baths, hunger, sleepless nights. Why? Because the man who fears pain is a slave, but the man who embraces it becomes unshakable. Every hardship is a forge, and you are the iron. Seventh, never reveal all your thoughts. Stoicism is not about hiding, it's about power through restraint. When you speak less, every word hits harder. The man who doesn't blurt his feelings, who doesn't need to explain or defend, radiates strength. As Marcus wrote, "The best revenge is not to be like your enemy." Eighth, remember death. Not as something to dread, but as the ultimate teacher. Memento Mori, remember you must die. This was not a morbid obsession, it was a call to urgency. Life is short, and the man who lives as if tomorrow is guaranteed is already a fool. The Stoic lives every day as if it might be the last, which means he wastes nothing. Not time, not words, not opportunities. And that is why he is dangerous, because while others drift in comfort and distraction, he moves with clarity, purpose, and fire. So understand this. The world doesn't need more men who are liked. It needs men who are strong, men who are awake, men who see reality without illusion and still choose to rise above it. That's what it means to be dangerously smart. And if you want to keep sharpening your mind with lessons that cut deeper than surface-level advice, then subscribe, like this video, and join me on this journey. Because the truth is, the world is not getting easier, but you can get stronger. And once you do, nothing, not pain, not people, not even fate, can stop you.